Hello guys, and welcome to episode 14 of my Karelia campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Soviet side. Today we're going to be starting off by moving the 296th Rifle Regiment towards this flag. I'm not sure we're going to get it. No, we're just short. And that's unfortunate, but we will be able to secure that next turn. And then from there, we might be able to get to the edge of the map and maybe cut off all the forces on the right hand side. If needs be, I can always push up here along the coast in order to meet forces coming down from the north. In which case, it's probably a good idea to keep the 204th Rifle Regiment down here, so we'll just move them into position. I'm also going to get the 62nd Rifle Regiment to move over here onto that town as well. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to do at the start of the episode today was take out the Heavy Artillery Battalion here, in order to enable us to push round. I could also just plough into the 2nd Infantry Battalion. That might be a better move actually. Oh yeah, definitely. Look at that. If we were to attack the Heavy Artillery Battalion 12, we could only bring in 1 unit in Phase A, and then these 2 would be in Phase B. If we attack the 2nd Battalion of the Infantry Regiment 49, then we can bring in 3 units in Phase A, which is definitely preferable. Now this Heavy Artillery Battalion back here, we can't attack it this turn. It may be worth me like moving these troops around first and then making this attack, because if I make this attack and it pushes some troops backwards, then they might just sneak through the crack, which would not be ideal. That's not what I'm really going for here. I want to get the encirclement on these units so I don't have to really fight them. Let's have this move around into the gap there. Can't really go too much farther. I'll have this one get onto the road in between. Okay, these will be quite vulnerable to attack at the end of the turn, but let's make this attack now and we'll see where it leaves us. We'll click to prepare battle. They could bring in their own aircraft. We actually can't bring in ours because of the AA net they have set up, but I think we'll have enough troops. The 115th Rifle Corps does have T-34-85, so we can make this pretty quick. Let's just double check what they have. So they do have 1 AT gun there. What is this? That doesn't have any AP, so that's fine. They do have some Tankador Junta. These reinforcements, I don't think there's really much that has any form of AT value. Maybe the light artillery? Well, these do, the F-22s. They could be kind of a pain, actually. Doesn't look like they reinforced with anything. Okay, we're good. I kinda was hoping that they would reinforce with more, just so that we could potentially disorganize them. But this works too. Let's get some forces down. I could probably go with a Russian charge, but it wouldn't be the fastest way to do it, and I probably want to get through this battle relatively quickly. I think I'm just going to deploy a bunch of Strelki and we'll go from there, because I do have the tanks to back it up as well. I'm just putting these on this right hand road. It's not the fastest, but it's just so I can keep them separate for the orders. And we'll just have a few go down this road as well. And we'll have some tanks go with those. A couple of T-34s with each of them. Make sure they get their quick hunt orders. And then in between those, I could probably use some close range infantry or some mortars. Some mortars would be a good shout. Yeah, we'll do some mortars. Let's deploy a few mortars here. And I'll just have all of those on fire at will. Put a couple of supply trucks there. Okay, let's launch the battle. Put them on fire at will. Off we go. Speed things up. Should take quite a lot of ground quite quickly. Although their initial force will be sizable, they will put probably all of their 20 points towards us at the start. We'll just have to break those down and then it'll be over in no time. Be good if we don't let anything die though. Yep, like here for example. Just gonna unload early. And here as well. May as well unload early. Cool. The tank should be able to help us here. Oh, all of those mortars are firing away as well. Damn. And with every tick, we can just bring in a bunch more Strelki. So, I'm going to bring in a bunch here. A couple more for the right-hand side. I think I'm going to have the T-34-85s actually move closer, because then they can use their machine guns. I'm going to have 3 of these go up the hill. These 3 can head towards that objective. These ones have all unloaded. They can move forwards. Oh, a lovely artillery strike there from the mortars. Good to see the saturation of the target. I wonder if that actually got the kill. Probably not. I'm kind of surprised how well this Maxim's doing. I mean, they are 2-star veterans here, I guess. They've managed to pin most of my Strelki there. On the right-hand side, they also did well. Got quite a few of my men. Gonna leave one of the Strelki on the right-hand side with a T-34, although it doesn't really matter if I control this right-hand side or the left-hand side for that matter. Extreme left and rights on this map don't have any flags, so not really a priority. Just gonna unload these and have them march forwards. We'll make sure my T-34s continue. And here we're just gonna spread out these T-34s. I think I'm gonna just bring in some more T-34s while we're at it, to accompany our men. Okay. Bit concerned about the placement of these T-34s right now, not gonna lie. If they get too close to enemy infantry, we could take an AT grenade to the face, which would not be good. Okay. I really like when you have a lot of units like this. It feels like a proper Russian push. Especially with like a bunch of infantry walking ahead of like a T-34-85. You can imagine that happening in real life. The infantry kind of relying on the support of those tanks in order to make the push. I need a couple of Strelki to head towards this town. Oh, we caused a massive salient on the right hand side and we bumped straight into that machine gun there. Hold that T-34 to stop whilst my Strelki catch up. Or the Pioneery here. They do have the close range AT grenades I was talking about. Gotta be a bit careful. Just gonna bring in some more Strelki DP to support that left side push. We've got a bunch coming in here already, really. Some more to the left would be fine. Let's just continue through these trees. Get the T-34 all the way up here. Definitely something in these trees, but I'm just going to kind of ignore it. It might be worth leaving a few Maxims along here that can deal with anything that tries to push in after we go past. Or the Takampuya. That's pretty rough. Thankfully we do have the Strelki DP here, which have the machine guns, so they can overwhelm that squad pretty quickly. Takampuya are some of the best snipers out there, that's for sure. I'm just going to wait for the Strelki DP to deal with this AT gun. Not going to just risk throwing a T-34-85 at it. I could also actually grab some more mortars. Yeah, let's do that. Because they help clean things out for sure. Very quickly indeed. Because it allows us to basically overrun the enemy that are pinned down, which is the quickest way of dealing with enemy forces. Like surrender, easily the quickest way. So here, for example, with them falling back, we'll just have our Strelki run forwards. Maybe we'll surrender them, maybe we won't. But the idea being that, well, the idea being that that'll be done sooner than later. I did lose a T-34-85 here, that's what distracted me. The Kivari being really, really sneaky. Let's unload these Strelki. And they start pushing up with all of their MGs. I can't believe I lost a T-34-85 in this battle. It's kind of embarrassing. Well, I did also lose my Maxim here as well, by the looks of things. Guess we bumped into the squad causing the issue. Okay, well, let's bring up some snipers. They can spot whatever's there. And probably kill it. Did lose a Strelki. Probably just got low on health. I don't really care about the Strelki too much, honestly. The T-34, I certainly do. Just going to leave this on top of the hill. This one can move to the edge and maybe help out. And if not, we can at least continue to push forwards. We do want to get the major victory if we can, so we've got a little way to go. Look at them having to go through the swamp. Under machine gun fire as well. That's not very fun. Alright, just going to unload that OB. And we're going to unload the snipers. And we'll have them push through. Okay, that should clean up that Kivari on the right hand side. Now that's Strelki, full back, that one guy on his own. We can probably save him. And on the left, I might just bring up a few Maxims that can deal with the enemy Maxim. We just outnumber them, it should work. I've just got to the point where we're going to get a major victory. Might even be able to go further than that, honestly. Maybe bring in some 50mm mortars. These do have the 800 meter range now, so they're actually going to be pretty good in this situation. I'm going to have this Strelki fall back. In a pretty tough position right now. Only 2 of those men left. Alright, the Maxims have arrived just as the enemy Maxim died, so that was kind of pointless. But we will continue our push nonetheless. Let's carry on. Get my T-34 into a position there. This one forwards as well. Starting to clean up some of these units on the right hand side. Gonna have this Strelki move back, I think. What we'll do. These ones need to continue up the hill. Nice. Only 1 minute left. I think we can start speeding things up. I put up quite a good fight actually, considering. Well, that Strelki's pinned down. We may as well allow them to fall back. The major victory. Can we get the total victory? Oh, we can. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful. Total victory. 32 kills, 6 losses. Yeah, we did lose the T-34. That's unfortunate. We lost 2 of those Maxims on the right-hand side, actually. Forgot about that. Oh, I'll take it. That might destroy them. Yep, it did. And, well, would you look at that. It actually destroyed the 3 units behind because they couldn't retreat. Yeah, I thought that was how it worked. That's awesome. Alright, so job done there. Alright, well, these guys might fight out of the gap, but what we can do in the meantime is kind of just bypass them. I'm going to have this unit just kind of casually move up here and push some more territory. Yeah, we're just going to keep pushing around now. Get ahead of them. It's a shame we didn't really fully break through here. Would have been good if we could. But we'll just get these guys up onto the road, or near the road at least. Do I want to keep these guys dug in? Probably not. It doesn't really matter too much. And we'll have all of these just kind of travel around this way. And get our distance on them. That may as well continue forwards. Great. I'm just going to maintain distance as we come around here. So that they can't actually attack any of these forces next turn. May as well continue to move up the AA. Okay then. This unit, I don't know if I need to dig them in or not. I think I might have to. Yeah, we'll dig these guys in. I think the cannon artillery can kind of push forwards here. Like actually take some ground for us. Because these guys I think are going to be disorganized in the next turn maybe. And I'm going to leave that artillery where it is. Okay. So from the bottom right up, we've more or less made most of our moves here, which is good. And now we're looking at breaking in towards this crossroad. Now this is a disorganized unit. If we attack it, I'm going to assume that they can reinforce an A with a few units. They'll most definitely use the Pioneer Battalion 32, I reckon. And then they might bring in the other units behind. So what could we use? We have the 6th Rifle Corps, which does have the KV-1Ss and the KV-1S Comrotti. Also has some of the Churchill 7s. We got the 483rd Rifle Regiment, which will provide us with the infantry support, which we've got 2 of those. But I'm kind of considering bringing in some aircraft just in case. So let's do this, and then bring in some aircraft. For this battle, if they do have defenses, which they might just well do, it would probably be best to bring in either the bombers, if we have any, or at least the IL-2s. I think we'll use maybe IL-2s, or fighter bombers might be a good idea, just in case they bring their own bombers or aircraft. Let's use the fighter wing here, the 14th Guards fighter wing, because they do have bombers with 4 100kg bombs, which isn't the worst, and will definitely help us pin down any bunkers if needs be. Oh, okay, well, they didn't even decide to reinforce. So there's that. We move a step closer. That's a bit awkward. I'm going to move this unit back so it can't be targeted. This unit, I guess, may as well attack one of these artillery units. Yeah, we could do that. I don't want to bring in the 110th Rifle Corps, though. This is most likely going to be used to attack the Heavy Artillery Battalion. I'm actually really surprised they didn't reinforce that. Right, with the 641st Anti-Tank Regiment, I might just move them round. Keep them out of range to be attacked, though. Let's just keep moving these troops up. I don't know if I want to move that into the gap there. That could be a good idea. I think we're just going to move up towards this objective. That can be another one that can go up this road, and maybe if we'll bump into some Finnish forces on the way. This one we can stop on the corner there. Actually, I think they can get attacked there, but I guess it's not the worst unit to be attacked. I might bring these up like so, and we'll leave them with 1 action point. So I could actually get the 2nd Battalion of the 47th Guards Artillery Brigade involved with this attack, which could be a good idea. Let's actually have a look at my reinforcement points, and maybe we can just bring in more aircraft. So we've got the VVS here. We can also do like more troops up here, but I don't think we need them. So we've got the 21st Army. They could reinforce basically right on top of the enemy, but they're all rifle divisions, nothing special. We already brought in the lovely IS-2s to the front line. Then this one is the Leningrad Front Reserve. This actually could be really useful. Wow, there's a lot of troops in that. Damn. Loads of T-34s. That's massive. Where can we deploy them? Down here and also here if we were to choose to take this point. But I don't think we're going to bother. We'll probably just encircle them. But that's a really nice unit. 59th Army HQ. Let's have a look at these. I think this is where our points are going to go. So the fighter wings, this is Cobras. They would be good for strafing. There is some with rockets, but not too many. And this one is Kitty Hawks. Oh, these have 500 kilogram bombs. Oh, only one of them does. Oh, that's a shame. VVS bombers. Well, it speaks for itself, I guess. Lots of bombs. And then we have the VVS fighter bombers, which would be, have a look. So the assault regiment is just more PE2s, so more or less another bomber regiment. And then we got the torpedo regiment, which is Boston's, and Zuchok's. Ooh, that's nice. I think I'm going to get these. That's really cool. Let's use those. And we'll bring in the Zuchoks to the front line. Yeah, let's do it for this battle. Okay, so we'll attack here. Use that, and maybe they'll reinforce, maybe they won't. But either way, I probably still will jump into the battle and use these. Either way. Alright, let's tactical battle. And in we go. I don't think they're reinforced, which is a real shame, but we'll definitely get those aircraft out. Yeah, no reinforcements. So this is going to be a matter of basically charging forwards, and I'll just have some Zuchoks kind of if anything we actually see. If I have any sort of recon vehicles, now would be the time to use them actually. I don't think we do. No, none of my recon infantry comes in any form of recon vehicle. Great. Oh, I do have the Boston recon aircraft. We can use a couple of those. And we'll grab a couple of Zuchoks. A few Zuchoks. Maybe a few more. Yeah, we'll take 4. That's fine. And then we'll just have infantry charge. Cool. I'm going to need some Strelki there, some Strelki here. Dot it around. Plenty of points. Okay, that's it. So these ones, they're going to unload over here. These ones can just go towards the spawns. That one can go towards that spawn. This one can go over the hill, and this one up the right-hand side. Okay. Let's launch the battle. Get the A-20s out. These are 2-star veterancy as well, which is really nice, because it means that the anti-air, if there was any, would be a lot less effective. Well, we know where we need to fly. The trucks can do their thing. Some Komsomolets there as well that have dropped them off. Oh, these are going to do so much damage. So these have the 4 ventral guns underneath. Do so much damage when they strafe. We've got the 4 on the front, and then the ones underneath. And you can hear the second one's firing there. Oh, just obliterated those guns. Oh, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Now those Komsomolets could be a pain. They might, like, unload or kill a unit. Oh, that's not good. We need to, like, unload there and... Yeah, look at that. It actually killed a unit. Oh, never mind. That was the Cavalry. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was getting ahead of myself there. We should overwhelm that unit. Let's bring in some more Strelki. Oh, look at that. the support coming in. Beautiful. Yeah, those are going to be a real pain. I'm going to have to use Strelki DP with the PTRDs. That's the main way around this. I don't think they have much ammo. I think they've actually run out of ammo there. And here we're just going to unload them. Have a few run up. A couple can take the hill for us. Okay, that one's dead. Beautiful. That'd be more efficient probably to use a few bombers if we have any, like the 120 bombers. Oh, a 1,000 kilogram bomb, sorry. Damn. It's a big old bomb. Alright, let's have this Turkey just run onto the Komsomolets. We can certainly kill that artillery gun. Move this up, and we'll have Zuchok hit the Komsomolets there. These ones can all just unload and keep pushing. Okay. Well, here goes the big bomb. Oh, they killed my Strelki. How dare they? Yeah, I was gonna say, if that didn't kill it, I don't know what would. Anyway, job done. Gonna have these move all the way up and unload. I've lost a couple Strelki just attacking an artillery unit, which is, again, quite embarrassing, but oh well. Who cares about a few Russian lives, right? We've got to get in the mindset of a Russian commander. Taking ground at any cost. Alright, let's grab another Zuchok. Hit that 155 over there. That bomber should have done the job, which is good. And we're nearly there. Alright, let's just speed things up a bit. And we'll just run towards the Komsomolets to kill them. Okay, we've done our job on the right hand side. Grab a couple more Zuchoks to just help us out with the Komsomolets. We can also have this one attack the 155. Lovely. Hit that 155 on the left, please. We could attack the forwards as well. We have the 23-1 in terms of flags, so it's going to be over very shortly indeed. I need the recon back online if I can. Oh, they refueled very quickly. Really nice. Cool. Job done. Total victory. Lost 3 units of Strelki. Actually not as bad as I thought it was. Okay. Oh, we got to play around with some aircraft, I guess. Annoying that they didn't help defend that. I'm actually going to probably leave my unit overextended a little bit there. Potentially. Okay, let's move this up anyway. Going to get the artillery up. Move all of these round. This unit can move up onto the road. We can have the AA move all the way up as well. Cool. I guess I may as well start moving this unit up. That is going to tear down the AA, but it's not really covering anything anymore back there. That doesn't really matter. Alright, next attack. Probably just going to be into the heavy artillery battalion here. Now this is where they're going to reinforce with everything they've got, isn't it? I guess we can bring the 110th Rifle Corps, which is fine because we get the ISUs. We can bring in the artillery brigade. We're going to need some infantry, so we'll bring that in as well, but that's going to be phase B. In phase A, we're actually going to be pretty short on infantry, so I'm going to have to do some sort of weird push with the Razvedka and the ISUs. So the ISUs will push the front line, whilst the Razvedka kind of just are there to scout for them. Okay, we don't have any Air Force to help us out. They might reinforce with their own. They certainly reinforced. And I think they might even have defences. This is a really nice map for us though, especially with the ISUs. And our initial artillery is actually really strong. So that's good. We're going to break them down quite a bit. But yeah, ISUs is going to be the way we go. Initially. And then as soon as we get some infantry to use, we can bring those in on top. Okay. Want to make sure I have enough of these. I didn't even mean to click the start battle there, but I guess it's okay. Right, let's bring in the Razvedka squads. These do actually come in with scout vehicles, which is good. Will allow us to see what's going on. Let's move the ISUs into position. They don't actually have defenses, otherwise we could see the trenches and the barbed wire and stuff. That's good. Yeah, we really need to get our Razvedka into position. And then we can push from there. Okay. Nice. Killed that AT gun instantly. They have a bunch of troops in phase A, I think. The ISUs are going to have an absolute field day on that right-hand side. On the left, it's actually going to be pretty tough, I think. The Razvedka to move forwards and the M3A1 Razvedka. Okay. We do have a couple of Saperi that would probably be useful here, so we'll bring those in. But on the right, I can quite simply just use the recon vehicles with the Razvedka moving up across the open, and then the ISUs to back them up. And bring in the ISU 152 command as well. I'm going to need something to fill the gap. Or at least figure out what's in these trees. I could use a Avto squad maybe. That might be a good shout. Okay, so there's plenty of targets for our ISUs as we move forwards. Look at that, nicely spread. Moving forwards, ready to attack. Going to be pretty awesome. And then we just got our scout cars at the front. Basically checking what's out there. Cool. Very cool indeed. Let's have the Razvedka continue. Been making good use of recon for once. Oh, look at that. That poor motorcycle flapped instantly. So these on the hill there, gonna take a shot. Oh, just kills them instantly. And a shot coming into the units on top. There is some tank and Toyunta there. Gonna have to be careful with that. Okay, Avtos continue through. Start moving the ISU forwards there. I'm just going to move back the M3A3 there. They are of course covered by an absolute ton of ISUs, but still, I don't want to let them get too close. No point losing any units unnecessarily. Right, we found that unit. Going to be some Kivari. I'm just going to run into the nearest cover. We'll have the Razvedka start attacking them. Okay, and we can use the Avtos at close range, whilst the ISU 152 comes up to support. Okay, good. My M3A1 there did manage to spot for my ISU. Great. That's worked out really well. At least I know there's not going to be anything sneaking up on me. I may as well bring in the commander here. And this is actually really nice because it's going to be a solid battle that's like really sort of progressive in the campaign. Because we're going to end up, hopefully, taking out quite a lot of forces here and causing them to be disorganized, which will then break down their front line very quickly. The biggest issue we've had so far in this campaign, the reason it's taken me so long to get through the turns, is because the AI hasn't been reinforcing properly. Now they have, it actually speed things up, because we have to play less battles in order to disorganize more forces. This is nice, we're getting some 3-star ISUs, they're going to certainly reload a lot quicker. I think we still have more available, yeah, we've got a couple more. Could make these pushes a little faster. I'm going to bring in one more to the right side and one more to the left. Anything else we can make use of. We don't really have radios on the front line except on the right, so I'm not sure the artillery is a really good shout just yet. I could potentially bring in like some Visivod into the town. That might be a good shout. Then bring in the artillery to sit at the back here. We won't take them too far from the road because they do come in without transport. They just kind of have to roll forwards with their motorized engines. Does take a little while. Yeah, you don't want to move them too far from the spawn, otherwise you'll just never end up using them. I'm going to get the Abtos to move up and house hop forwards. I'm going to move the ISU 152 to the right hand side as well. We'll keep the M3A1 on the road, because there's a lot of units crossing there. I want to get the ISU 152 involved. Okay, let's keep pushing up. Get this ISU 152 out into the open on the right hand side. Move this one up as well. Actually, let's take care of that unit. Oh, never mind, we already have the ISU coming up to reinforce. Good. And take care of that straggler for us. Gonna need a unit to capture the right. We'll bring in an Avto here. Ooh, Kivari versus the Razvedka. That's not good. Razvedka will most likely lose out. These guys need to get into cover. Let's unload my Visivod. I'm probably going to have this go back to the road now, because we've already got the one ISU 152 on the river. I can probably bring this one across to the left actually, especially if this Abto continues to push forwards. We actually won that. I guess the M3A1 really helped out quite a bit. Oh, ammo is going to be an issue. Bring up some supply trucks here. We're going to end up running out of HE shells otherwise. This is like a really, really interesting doctrine we got going on here. Like the slow push, the recon, and the ISUs. It looks so cool. This one got a little bit of a different paint job. The ISU 152 command there. Oh, we lost one. Oh no. What did that die to? Ah, the Tankintor Junta snuck up on us. Ah, that's no good. At least the Abtos are there, but losing that is really bad for our town push. Are these guys nearly into position? We'll let them fire at will now. Okay. Oh, the Abtos, what absolute heroes. They've done really, really well. Killing off all of those forces. Wow. Okay, we're going to need some more backup there. Let's grab a couple Abtos. We'll get more of these M3A1 Razvedka vehicles going. Right, this one I think's run out of HE shells completely. So we'll have it just kind of fall back. We did lose one of our recon vehicles, that's okay. I'm going to move those Cavalry, or the Superdi, sorry, towards those to find the Cavalry there, because I assume they're still there. Maybe I can bring this one over to the left. Let's do that. Going to move up these Abtos. Ooh, we got artillery coming in onto our own ISU 152. It's pretty big artillery as well. Be a bit careful about that. This one's going to stay put. Ah, of course, my supply vehicle is the one to die. That's annoying. Get the Abtos move through here. Sort of come to a stop right now. Just moved into phase B, so they're going to get a hell of a lot of reinforcements. And it's our job to stick on top of reloading these. Let's move this back. Probably better for us to just move these back so that we can reload them. And we're going to keep the infantry in the town moving forwards, but doesn't get killed by artillery. Okay. Purdy died. I am definitely expected to take losses, so I'm surprised how well we were doing. Just hoping this time that we can get away with supplying our vehicles. This Razvedka has also run out of ammunition. Let's have that one go to the left there. This one can kind of move forwards. At least move back. Just drive this over into the circle. Okay, let's continue the push through the town. And the Motorezvitka may as well move forwards as well. Nice. Get the Vizivod to move up. Howdy to move up. This M3A1 Rozvedka to move up, and then we'll push that onto the flag. Don't need to select all of those. This one can come over to the left. We'll go this way. Oh, they are counter-battering my 280 mils and 203 mils. Well, isn't that just something? Bit unfortunate. But we're getting some lovely supply on the front line here, which is good. And we're good to go. So let's continue our merry way forwards. I'm going to move this forwards, going to move the supply forwards, we'll move the ISU forwards. Just got to keep everything moving. Keep that moving forwards on the right hand side. Start bringing in some rifles. Get the Strelki to start flooding in and help us with this push. Our much needed reinforcements have arrived. We were making some good progress, but I feel like we're just kind of stunted by the lack of infantry. I need to get on top of these flags sooner than later so that we can get like a major victory and basically disorganize as many forces as possible. We got that flag. We should be able to capture this flag soon. I want to capture this flag as well. And these may as well just go and get in cover or continue to follow something. I can probably drive onto this one. We carry on. Okay. The one in the town has run out of ammunition as well now. Not good. It's not going to be a nice place to reload either. I guess I might just come back a little bit. And we'll reload that. Can we find the major victory? That is the question. Oh no, my Superdi there. Getting annihilated. There is another infantry squad here somewhere, but I just can't see them yet. There they are. Machine gun. stop that where it is so it can reload. Okay, let's keep going. I think we need 18 to get a major victory, so we're kind of forcing this pretty hard right now. Okay, let's unload these. We did just lose a artillery unit. Okay, we found the major victory. We're on top of this point. It's going to be very precarious. Keep these moving forwards. Going to have these Thrauki units just come and unload next to that. Okay. These ones can unload. That one can unload. Continue the push. Damn, we barely even used those infantry. Another one of my 4 artillery units got killed. Only got 2 left back here, but they have used up most of their ammunition, so that's something. And that's it. I think we got the major victory. We did indeed. Wow. 15 minutes, 55 seconds. That was a nice battle. 98 kills, 20 losses. We got the ISUs, plenty of infantry kills, just really nice doctrine at the start with the recon in front and the ISUs behind. Then it got a bit messy, mainly because of just the sheer amount of units, and obviously their artillery started coming down on top of us as well, so I couldn't really get my supply vehicles into position. I guess I could have brought back the ISU 152s more in order to resupply them, but damn, those artillery are really on point sometimes. Anyway, nice victory for us. Okay, I'll take it. There's going to be 2 infantry regiments that were dug in, I think. Taken out of position and disorganized. Are they disorganized? They are indeed. Look at that. Beautiful. That's going to leave them in a really bad position. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So we're going to leave it here. In the next episode, we will continue to make our pushes through the front lines, break through these roads, so that we can start to encircle forces in between. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.